You know that thing that's going on about the transgender in Girl Guides? It's brought back some full-on vivid memories of some weird crap. Because you remember the mushroom ceremony, if you're in the Girl Guides? And we never really talked about it when we left, did we? Right, and if you don't know what it is basically after you've been in the guides for a few weeks, they'd then initiate you. And what they would do is they'd turn all the lights off in the church hall and they'd all stand around with the church candles around a giant mushroom. And when I mean a mushroom, I mean like a clay model mushroom, and it's the red and white lick and you see fairies type. And you stood around this mushroom. You then carried over it one at a time, and then you pledge allegiance basically, and repeat all the Brownie Guide laws, all 7 of them, I think there is, if I remember rightly. And it's just weird. And then you think who Enoch Powell is, and that movement was started off as like an American fascist youth brigade. Not surprising they don't like trans people, really. But yeah, it's just weird. The whole thing is weird. I just wanted to get that off my chest, to be quite fair. But there's some other weird traditions and stuff like that they had at Girl Guides, and I can't quite remember them. Because you're like, you do them and you don't really think at the time, do you? You're like, oh yeah, everyone does this, it's all right. And then you look back at it and think, no, that's some weird crap. I was in some sort of occult fucking weird shit. Right? Because there's no way that's not a cult at all, especially with the type of mushroom they're using as well. There's no way they're thinking nothing occultish off that, really. Because I was in Wiccan, I did Wiccanism for a while, and it just stinks of occultism. But the whole guides thing was weird. I mean, you met up every week, and then you did arts and crafts and other stuff. And really, it was fun. But there's certain stuff they did, and it was just weird. Really weird.